Hi, how often should you review your sales and marketing plan? Whenever it changes, right? I'm going to give you 39 reasons why that's 100% the wrong answer. Collaborators working on high growth plans modify their plans 39% more often than those with slower growth plans. Today I'm going to show you that data, some quick analysis of it, and what you can do to take advantage of it. But let me start by showing you a couple of quick insights, or if you like, get the conclusions first, and then I'll show you how I arrived at the insights. Make your plan a playbook. Get enough collaborators on board, and frankly 2 to 3 with edit access is really a working minimum, but consider viewers as well. Measure your progress against your plan every month. The plan's either right and you're working the plan, or the plan's wrong and you're fixing it. Don't allow your plan and what you're doing to be different ever. And finally, refine your plan every month and make it a date to do so. Again, I would actually consider doing it more often than that, but let me explain why at least monthly makes sense. Let me quickly show you the data that I found and some really brief analysis of that data to explain why I made those recommendations, and then let me dive into the recommendations a little bit better. Some context first. As you can imagine, the plans in our database vary from selling really small products to really large products, very few to very many. But let me give you the averages so you understand the context from which this data comes. On average, the companies who've built plans in Funnel Plan are selling around about a couple of 2 to 3 deals every week. They're doing it with 5 salespeople, and the average deal size is about 400K. Now, for you that might sound quite big, it might sound quite small. The range is huge. The sweet spot though is probably about $10,000 to $1 million. So that a sale when made is between $10,000 and $1 million. The average though is $400,000. So that's the context. Here's what we found in the data. A login by one of your collaborators occurs every week, on average. Now that might be to simply print the plan or to tweak it. So reviewing in that sense doesn't necessarily mean changing it, but it does mean having a look at it. There were 39% more logins for plans that were targeting high growth than those with low growth. Now there's a link here to what we found in our alignment research, which we did in 2013, published in 2014. And as we found that moving from reviewing your plan once a year to reviewing it twice or more a year lifted lead closure rates by 20%, meaning the probability that a lead generated by marketing would ever close, lifted them by 20%, and it lifted the acceptance of a marketing lead by sales by 16%. In English, how often did leads that marketing generated get accepted and used by sales? It lifted that by 16%, simply by planning more often. Well, the insight is clearly sweat your plans. Is the 39% lift though a cause or a consequence? That is, are high growth companies sweating their plan more often? So reviewing it is just a consequence of the fact that it is a high growth plan, or are those who are reviewing their plan more often more likely to grow? I actually don't care. The conclusion is high growth plans are sweat more often than low growth plans. If you want to grow quickly, don't set and forget. That's a pretty simple and logical, irrefutable conclusion. Look, it's pretty obvious. You need to measure and review your plan more often. More concretely though, 4 specific recommendations. Make your plan your playbook. And what I mean by that is sales in some organisations have this concept of a playbook. Here is how we generate new business. Well, if you've been watching our videos for a while or you know us, you know that we're all about sales and marketing together. So we need an end-to-end playbook. Your plan should be that playbook. It should describe your strategy, your velocity and your tactics. Secondly, get enough collaborators on board. Now, what's enough? At least 2 to 3 who have edit access and can contribute to your plan, but consider having viewers only. In the plan settings section of your funnel plan, you can add those collaborators and viewers. Now measure your progress against plan every month. Again, the plan's either right and you're working it, or it's wrong and you're fixing it. Don't let your plan and what you're doing ever be different. Now refine your plan every month and make it a date. If you're just starting out with your plan, frankly consider doing it weekly, but refine it at least once a month as a team. In your funnel plan, add collaborators and viewers. You do that in the settings page. Let me show you a section of the settings page up here. Add your collaborators, add your viewers to bring them on board. Consider having more than one plan. You should really have one plan per major segment. Why? Because the problem that you solve will possibly be different. The solution that you offer will possibly be different. The velocity and the tactics will definitely be different. So consider having multiple plans. Now, if you don't have any funnel plans at all, start with a free one. Go to funnelplan.com, get yourself a free one. It's for free forever. Go to funnelplan.com, get yourself a free funnel plan and get going. You can always upgrade it to a paid plan if you want later, but frankly the free plan gives you enough to be really useful from the get-go. Hope you do that. Look, that's all for this week. I hope you got something value out of that. I enjoyed the insights from the data about really how often we need to be reviewing the plan, some hard data from both our research and from the funnel plans that we're managing for our clients. Lots more lined up for next week. Until then, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks this week to Claudia Ivanka for production, Hannah Sivalingam for production supervision. Take a look at our 2014 alignment report. Here is a link. My name is Hugh McFarlane and it's been my absolute pleasure to script and present this week's show.